What is up, guys? It's David here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why nobody actually cares about you, why most relationships are fake, transactional, and fleeting. Just to begin with, I'd say that a great number of great thinkers of this world, like Nietzsche, Schopenhauer, or even Emil Cioran, most of them would basically fully agree with me that most relationships are just fake and mercantile. So, and even according to my own personal life experience, I've never seen an actual healthy, genuine relationship in my life which was based on genuine respect and love. I haven't really seen it. Most couples, most families that I've seen, interacted with in my life, I'd say that pretty much almost all of them were actually dysfunctional and, in a way, sick. This might sound crazy, but even if you look at the statistics, at least when it comes to the West, you've got 70% plus divorce rate, right? That's absolutely crazy, just bonkers. It's telling you that if 50 to 70% of marriages end up with divorce, what does that say about the last 20 to 30% of marriages? It would be quite logical and easy to deduce that at least a great number of it, a great percentage of it, is really dysfunctional, right? Even though they don't end up with a divorce, it's not far-fetched to say that those marriages and families must not be that healthy, right? And even according to my own personal life experience, I haven't seen just one single healthy family dynamic in my life. There might be a few exceptions, maybe a couple or two exceptions, yes, perhaps, but most of them are really dysfunctional and absolutely crazy. I'm just being brutally honest here. Even when it comes to me, I basically haven't had a genuine family experience in my life, ever. Of course, there were a few people, maybe a couple or maybe one or two person, I'd say that they truly were like a parent to me. Perhaps I'd call them a parent. I'd call them a great teacher, a great mentor, which was sent to my life by God or by the universe, and it was a great blessing. Yes, I appreciate that very much, but I mean, when it comes to having a stereotypical, as they say, a healthy, strong, big family, I've never experienced that, and I've never even seen that, anywhere around me, to be honest. There might be some exceptions, but it's very rare, It's very rare. So, yeah, and even if you look at people in your life, I might be wrong, but if you think about them, how many of them would actually help you if there was a serious problem in your life? If you needed, maybe there was some kind of emergency and you needed a couple of $1,000s to get out of this, how many of them would say that, here I am, brother, here I am, let me help you, I'll do everything that's necessary to save you? How many of them would do that? I guarantee you, less than 5-10% of all the people you know that would do that. Even the people that you call friends or close relatives or whatever, they wouldn't do that. That's the basic human nature. And let's say, fingers crossed, but if one of us died, let's say I or even you, fingers crossed, but let's say theoretically, how many people would show up at your funeral? I guess not that many. And even if they showed up, after a couple of weeks, after a couple of months, how many of them would remember you? Perhaps they would remember you. They would remember your name, your face, like your interaction with them, like the conversations. But how many of them would actually still care about you and still feel love and grievance that you weren't there? Like, how many of them? I'd say that basically none. Perhaps maybe your parents, maybe the closest people to you, but not that many, right? Not that many. And most people would be even lucky that after a few years, if someone even mentions them or says that it's very unfortunate that they're not still there, you know? Like that's the basic nature of people, right? Now, I'm quite different. Like, I'm not being arrogant, but I'm totally different. Like, but perhaps I'm crazy. Perhaps I'm some autistic nerd geek here uploading these crazy videos and being brutally honest. But yeah, for some reason, I'm totally opposite. Like, I do have an honor. I really have this ability to love and appreciate people with, like, to an infinite degree, you know, but I guess I'm crazy, you know, like, it's very rare that you come across a person in life with the same qualities that I have, like, it's very rare, you know, so, and, yeah, man, so, even, as I said in the beginning of this video, like, thinkers like Nietzsche, Schopenhauer, and Sion, like, they would basically agree with what I say. Like, as a matter of fact, like, after I experienced these truths, after I saw this basic truth in my life, then I was already, like, in my late teenage years when I basically began waking up, like, to these basic truths that I'm talking about in these videos. So I also read about them in their books, like, for example, in Schopenhauer's, like, his book, like, I forgot the name of it, like, it's called some, like, Meditations on Pessimism, I guess. Like, I read it many years ago, but I still remember the basic gist, like, the basic wisdom of it, like, that book, and a couple of excerpts, a couple of more, like, I forgot the titles. Like, I was on my way to college in the bus, so I then ended up like, dropping out of it, like, pretty soon. But on my way there, I used to read these books on my phone, but it was really tough, like, just to make sense of it, you know. My English wasn't that good back then, you know. I was also in a goddamn bus, like, full of people, like, it was crazy. But I used to read these books, so yeah, and that's where I read this basic truth. Like, I remember it vividly, but I already knew it, you know. I already knew it, but had I not read it somewhere else, had I not heard from it, like, from really wise people after that, like, I would have thought that I was totally crazy, you know. Like, I was so heartless, I was so egotistical, like, how can you say that most relationships are fake and not worth it, you know? How can you say that? But as you grow up, as you mature, as years go by, and you get more and more experience, like, you become more and more sincere and honest to yourself, you know, and to others as well. So, yeah, I think that honesty is something we genuinely have, like, something we genuinely have in this life, you know. Like, after we die, we don't take anything with us, like, as the saying goes, like, as the expression goes. But, you know, honesty and these personal qualities that we have, like, these are some of the rare qualities that some of the rare things that we genuinely possess, you know, that we genuinely have. So yeah, I'd rather be honest. You know. Yeah, and also, life wouldn't be that interesting, like, right? If we were if there is no honesty, like, what's the point then, right? Like, what's the point? Like, we're not going to be here for eternity, right? Where someday we're all going to die and we're just mere mortals, like, just for a few years, just for a few seconds on this earth. Like, after that, we're just gonna go. I don't know. I don't really know where we're gonna go, but I'd say that, yeah, if there is no honesty, like, then what's the point, right? So that's one of the reasons that I'm being brutally honest in these videos, guys. So my English isn't that good, yeah, but I promise you, as I upload more and more videos, as more and more weeks, months, years go by, my English will get better. So that's what I wanted to say in this video, yeah. So most relationships are fake. Most of them aren't worth it. And beware, guys. So take care, stay safe, and yeah, I genuinely think that this is really worth your time, like, thinking about it, thinking about this basic truth, internalizing it in your mind, in your psyche, so that you stay safer, you stay ready. So whenever you begin any kinds of new relationship, you should already have this basic truth in your mind that most likely this person is fake. He's just there to exploit you. Perhaps they're looking to get something out of it, something out of this relationship. I doubt that they genuinely love you and they're just genuinely inspired by the person you are, and that's the real reason for that relationship. I really doubt that. Like, so yeah, man. So, but until you make all those mistakes in your life, it's not that easy to already internalize that wisdom, to learn from somebody else's mistakes, to learn from them, to read a book and say that, yeah, I've got that experience, I've got that wisdom, so yeah, from now on, I'm not going to make the same mistake that this guy's talking about in this book. Like, I'm not going to fall for it. Like, it doesn't work that way. It does work. It does work if you practice. But if you practice the skill of learning from somebody else's mistakes, but it's not that often that we do that. You still have to. It still takes you many years. It still takes you many years, mistakes, hardships, regrets, till you finally develop this skill. But yeah, guys, so take care, guys. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next video.